Good morning and welcome to my Sprint 8 video. This week was an Ed Keenan work week, so I don't have a ton to show to you. The main thing I tried to do this week was to focus on getting the 2D sprites working, but I couldn't get the correct camera working with the sprite class. So I moved on from that and focused mainly on getting terrain and skyboxes in as the kind of the embellishments from the graphics class. So here we have the game. This is just the skybox that I was using for my final scene in the graphics class. But as you see, there's a skybox here. It's happening. It's great. That's happening, and then if I switch over, oh, it's gonna take so long to render all of this again. If we switch over to the demo scene, which is just my test environment, we'll see a little bit of terrain. I also fixed the dumb way that I handled my terrain earlier. So the terrain that you saw in that last scene was it was 4 vertices, 2 triangles. It wasn't some massive square, a massive conglomeration of squares like I had before. So that's fixed. I was also trying to handle the terrain in a similar way, where I wanted to be able to scale my terrain, but I didn't want to use a scalable matrix or use the scale the world matrix. When I generate the terrain, I wanted to be able to scale it upon creating it, like we did the flat plane. So I spent some time working on that. That was about an hour ago, and it's not something that I need to be working on right now. I really need to get rest so I can jump back into Keenan stuff tomorrow morning, which is great. But terrain is in here. Collision is working as it should. Yes, there was more things I was going to show you. That's so now every main system from the engine, everything has been ported over except for everything 2D. And the 2D systems are there. It's just it's also probably so much easier than I'm making it out to be. But the images, I still need to figure out exactly how I'm going to make those work with textures. I have the beginnings of the graphics object sprite class here, which is not fleshed out because I still need to figure out how to create, how to render just a section of a texture based on the image. And that's literally all that I need to do, and it's really frustrating that that hasn't been done yet. But that's where I am. So I do have a lot to do this next weekend. 4-5 days. And the most frustrating part for me is that there's so many things that as I get into the my DX engine that I'd like to do. Like I really, really want to do instancing with the particle system, but especially since I don't have my 2D stuff yet, it's really out of my reach at this point. But I'm gonna keep working. I need to still improve my game, but the first thing that I need to do is finish up this, get the camera working, get the sprites working, and then everything from there. That's where I'm gonna move on. As far as my planning document is concerned, that's kind of out the window for me, just because this work has not matched my expectations for how long I thought it was going to take. So that is where I am. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in class.